And welcome to the Mount Tabor College Bowl Playoff Show. We got, I'm Evan Hatch. We got Mark Yamani and Kenny Niesel and Brandon down there.
What's up?
So, for the first game, guys, we got the Citrus Bowl against Michigan and Florida. So, Mark, what would you say about this game?
It's not up there with the playoff games. You know, it's one of the top three after them. It should be a good game. Michigan and Florida had a really good season up to this point. Both are 9-3 Michigan and a 10-3 Florida. It should be fun to watch.
Kenny?
Who you got, Mark?
Oh, right off the rip. I think I'm gonna call Florida. I liked how they played against Alabama in their most recent game. It was a tough loss in the SEC
Not
championship.
so fast, Mark. Not so fast. Michigan, Harbaugh, great coach. Showed he can do it at the NFL level. Showed he can do it at the college level. Gets his team ready to play. That's one thing I like about Harbaugh. I got Michigan. Brandon, what do you think?
Yeah, I got Florida. I got Florida out of the way. I feel like Florida's been meant to win. Florida. I got to go with Florida. I can't not go with Florida. Who's Michigan? Who would go for Michigan? Florida. What?
And thank you, Brandon. Next, we got the Rose Bowl, the granddaddy of them all, against Stanford and Iowa. We got Iowa losing the nail-biter against Michigan State, and Stanford in the Pac-12, who's pretty good this year. What do you think about this game, Kenny?
You know, I really like Iowa. I like Iowa. I like the way they play defense. I like the way they showed up in the Big Ten championship. The team that's been ready to play all year, and they know how to win games.
Stanford is going to beat the brakes off of Iowa. What? Stanford all the way.
And Mark, what do you think about this game?
Stanford.
I'm going to have to definitely say Stanford also. I haven't been a big fan of Iowa this year. I haven't had the
Iowa's
toughest
always
schedule.
ready to play. They always win.
Stanford.
The winners.
Stanford's going to win.
Stanford with the Heisman candidate Christian McCaffrey and a senior quarterback Kevin Hogan. I think they're taking this one pretty heavily.
And Brandon, your pick?
Stanford. I said this multiple times. Stanford. Yeah.
Thank you, Brandon.
All the way.
In the Fiesta Bowl, we got Notre Dame and Ohio State.
Classic game.
Ohio State's lost to Michigan State last-second field goal.
That's heartbreaking.
It was a bad game for them.
This ought to be a good one. Definitely ought to be a good one. Who do you guys have? Who do you guys have winning?
Ohio State and Notre Dame, two of the biggest football programs in history.
Right.
But I'm going to say Notre Dame. Their two losses, Clemson on the road by 2 points, Stanford last-second field goal in their most recent game of the regular season. Ohio State haven't had the toughest schedule. Ezekiel Elliott not looking so good in the second half of the season. I'm going Notre Dame.
Alrighty.
I would say that from the when you first look at it, I would say Ohio State's the easy pick. You know, they got everyone healthy. Notre Dame's down to their third-string quarterback, third-string running back. But at the end of the day, I hate Ohio State with all my heart. I hate Urban Meyer.
Who doesn't?
That's just me. So I think that Notre Dame's going to rise to the occasion and beat them. I got Notre Dame in this one.
I actually don't have a pick. I kind of want to see this game. I have no idea who's going to win. It should be a good one, though. Tune in.
And thank you, Brandon.
Yes, sir.
Last year, Notre Dame was also the likely underdog in most people's opinions against LSU, and they pulled out that victory in their last year's bowl game.
True.
Let's get to the playoff, though. The one
All right, yeah, now we got into the playoffs. The Cotton Bowl against 12-1 Michigan State and 12-1 Alabama. Michigan's only loss was a 1-point loss to Nebraska, and Alabama's only loss was at home to Ole Miss. So, Brandon, how you feeling about this game?
Feel pretty confident. I feel like Alabama's going to pull this out. They've been standing solid all year, and I feel like this ought to be a great one for them. I feel like Alabama's going to pull it out.
I disagree. Alabama plays in the weak SEC, the overrated SEC. The Big Ten is a tough conference. Michigan State's proved they can win. Yeah, they've gotten lucky, but when luck's on your side, it's not a bad thing. I got Michigan State in this one.
It's a pretty weighty statement to say the SEC's weak.
The SEC's weak.
Hater.
They all just beat up on each other, and they don't do anything in the bowl games. Look at TCU whooping Ole Miss by 40 points last year. Look at Georgia Tech beating Mississippi State last year.
Again, this is this year, though, Kenny.
Alabama getting smacked by Ohio State last year. I'm telling you, SEC never showed up in bowl games.
All these
I got
are
Michigan
old.
State.
All these are old stats, old numbers. This is this year. Compare where they at this year.
We'll see, Brandon.
Alrighty, we will. They're gonna beat their head.
When you look at Alabama, you have to think about Heisman winner Derrick Henry, such a powerful running back. But a lot of people don't realize Michigan State with the duo of Connor Cook and Aaron Burbridge, to a senior quarterback and a senior wide receiver, they've done some damage. Aaron Burbridge has had a couple injuries in the last couple games of the season, but when they're both healthy, it's something to watch out for. So I think it's going to be close, but I'm going to have to go with Alabama.
Cook's a good ball player, Mark. Real good ball player.
He's a really good. He has an arm on him.
Definitely going to be an NFL.
He has 2 arms on him.
That's true. All right, let's get to the big one now.
And now we got the Orange Bowl against Oklahoma, who's 11-1 and the 4th seed in the playoffs, and Clemson, the number 1 seed for the past.
Now, correct me if I'm. Didn't Clemson have someone go to the Heisman to be?
Yes, they did.
Ooh, okay.
Deshaun Watson, the Heisman.
Quarterback, right?
Yep.
Alrighty. Thought
Yep.
about it.
Clemson
His stats for this year?
Clemson was undefeated this year.
Listen,
They're the number 1 seed.
Here's my key to this game. Clemson, they haven't played anyone really. I mean, they played Notre Dame, but they're in the ACC. This is Big 12 football. This is Big 12, SEC, Big 10. This is real stage college football. Can Clemson rise to the occasion even though they haven't been there before? I think not. I think Watson folds under the pressure. I think Mayfield steps up. Look at the teams that Oklahoma's beaten. That's what it all comes down to. Look at the teams Oklahoma's beaten. They won at Oklahoma State, TCU, at Baylor. At Baylor, right?
I was at
Baylor. Just the teams they've beaten. I just don't think there's any
Great
chance
points.
Clemson wins.
Very great points. Very
I'll
great
give some
points.
credit to Dabo Sweeney, good friend of mine. He's a good coach. But at the end of the day, Oklahoma's going to be the best team. They'll be ready to play.
Yeah.
I think they're going to win the whole dang playoff.
All right.
Yeah. You're calling Oklahoma, so I'm going to guess you're going to say Baker Mayfield to this question, but who would you rather have on your team, Baker Mayfield or Deshaun Watson?
You know what? I'd rather have Mayfield. You know, the guy just steps up in big games. When you can win road games the way Mayfield wins road games, I like that, man. I like that.
All right.
I like it too. Did you guys know that last year in the Russell Athletic Bowl, Clemson absolutely smacked Oklahoma 40-6?
That's a pretty big beating. Shoot. That's a pretty big beating. 40-6. That shouldn't even been a game. That
What did Brandon just say? Last year's last year. This year's different teams. Mayfield's better quarterback. I got Oklahoma all the way.
40-6 though. Their roster couldn't change so much. That's a couple touchdowns, a few touchdowns.
Thank you, Brandon. And so, what do you think? So you have Clemson, right?
I've got Oklahoma. I've said it about 12 times. I've got Oklahoma going all the way.
And Mark, you pick?
I think this is easy pick. Put your money on them. Oklahoma's taking this and more than likely the championship as well.
And Brandon?
Clemson all the way. I mean, why not? Clemson. Great
Clemson.
season, great effort. I'm loving it.
Fast,
I'm feeling
Brandon.
them.
Not so fast.
I'm feeling them. Clemson all the way. Clemson.
And thank you, gentlemen, for your time.
Yes.
We'll be back.
Visit Mount Tabor Sports YouTube channel if you want to get the latest in-depth info on Mount Tabor Sports. When visiting our YouTube channel, you will see MT Sports interviews, news, and highlights. One thing's for sure, you're going to have a great time.
And we're back with the College Bowl Predictions Show. And we got Marlo, J-Dog, and G-Bomb on our panel today. And first we're going to talk about the Liberty Bowl with Kansas State and Arkansas. Greg, what do you got on that?
Well, Kansas State is having a difficult season right now. Kansas State, they're usually that big team that you hear football. Kansas is usually the one for basketball. And, they're just terrible at a 500 record. And, I think Wisconsin, it's not Wisconsin.
Arkansas.
Arkansas. I think Arkansas has got this one in the bag. Easy win for Arkansas.
J-Dog?
Well, I got to pick Arkansas in this because they have a little bit of a tough schedule. We've just been in the SEC, and they got a huge win. I forgot, but it was a thriller. So, and they have a great running game for the past few years, so I had to go with Arkansas also.
I don't know about that one, Joe. Arkansas has been up and down all year, but Kansas State has, cracked under pressure when they have played in big games. But I feel like they'll prevail against Arkansas. Get that done.
All right. What about the tax slayer, Joe, with Penn State versus Georgia just firing their head coach? What do you got on this, Joe?
Well, repeat the teams again.
Penn State and Georgia.
All right. So Penn State has a great passing game for these past couple of years, and Well, Georgia was doing great at the beginning of the season, then it just started downfalling. But I would say this is going to be a tough game, man. I just don't know who to pick in this one, but I have to go with Georgia.
G-Bomb?
Well, Penn State, you got that good offense, but, I think Georgia's going to pull this one out. Big school, a lot of hype in this game. I think Georgia's going to pull this one out.
I don't know about that, G-Bomb. Penn State got that NFL-ready quarterback, Christian Hackenberg. He got that rocket of an arm. I think he can just shred that Georgia defense.
All right, and now with Greg, you got the Music City Bowl here with Texas A&M and Louisville. What are you feeling about this one?
Well, it's played in Nashville, Tennessee at one of the greatest stadiums in the U.S., Nissan Stadium. And that stadium is home of one of the biggest plays in NFL history, the Music City Miracle. And I'm going to tell you this, Louisville, they're going to need a miracle to beat Texas A&M. I mean, you got that dual-threat quarterback in Louisville, but it's just not enough. A&M's pass offense is just so amazing, and I think their defense is going to just stuff Louisville.
Joe Bomb?
I would have to agree with Gregory. It's just Texas A&M has looked all right this season. They had ups and downs, but they done played some tough teams also in the SEC. So I have to go with Texas A&M, and Louisville hasn't had a great season. So
I'm with both of them, man. Texas A&M got that good program. Louisville hasn't been the best as of late. I just get Texas A&M dub.
So next we got the Texas Bowl with LSU, who started out very good in the beginning of the season, but started to fall off towards the end, and Texas Tech, the high-flying, high-scoring offense. What do you feel about that, guys?
Well, I had to go with. Well, I ain't gonna pick my school yet, but LSU has a monster running back in Leonard Fournette, and he had a great season at the beginning. He just had a downfall, but I feel like he'll pick it back up in this bowl game just to show some NFL teams that he still has it. So I would have to pick LSU in this because I don't think Texas Tech defense can stop it.
I'm with Joe on this one. Can't stop Leonard Fournette.
Well, I think the Texas Tech defense is going to have a good showing, but, I think it's going to be a nail-biter a little bit more than what you guys think, but I still think LSU is going to come out on top this time.
Got no defense.
Well, I think they're going to I think they're going to impress a lot of people. I think they're going to do a lot more than what you guys think they're going to do, and I think it's going to be a close game, but I still believe that LSU is going to come out on top.
Fournette's just going to eat them for dinner, man. He's just going to eat them. I'm predicting 200 yards and at least 2 or 3 touchdowns from Fournette.
200 yards? Are you sure? I say under 100 and no touchdowns.
But you can't underestimate the LSU defense. They had a great season.
No, I didn't say anything about the LSU defense. All I'm saying is that you guys are underestimating the Texas Tech defense.
And thank you, gentlemen. Next, we have the Military Bowl with Pitt and Navy.
I feel like Navy is just going to completely destroy Pitt in this game. They got a struggling defense. Notre Dame put up 52 against them, which isn't really good. Credit to Notre Dame, though. They got a good offense. But Navy's triple option, you can't stop that. There's so many different routes they could take with that. There's no way of beating them.
I have to agree with Jaden on that. And plus, they have a dual-threat quarterback, Keenan Reynolds, who should have been in the Heisman in my opinion. They had a great season leading the whole NCAA in touchdowns, just period, out of his 4 years there. So I just have to feel like Navy is just going to blow them out.
Well, I do believe that Navy is, what they have been all season. They've just destroyed teams left and right. But I do believe Pittsburgh, their running back, I believe, was diagnosed with cancer just a couple weeks ago. So I believe they got the story behind it. They got the passion. I feel that Pitt's going to go in here and just pull off this huge upset against Navy.
Do you think Keenan Reynolds could have any impact on this game?
Yes, I think he'll have a huge impact, man. He's just been having record-breaking games, and he's also turned into a passing quarterback, which that really doesn't seem like him because he always runs. But he can pass now, so he's definitely a dual-threat quarterback, so I just had to go with him.
All right, and next we got the Peach Bowl. This is with Houston, who had a great season, and Florida State, who who beat Florida towards the end of the season, very handily, actually. So, what do you think about this, G-Bomb?
Well, repeat the teams, please.
Houston and Florida State.
Houston and Florida State. Well, Florida State's been good the past couple years, but, losing Jameis Winston was definitely a hit. You can definitely tell they're just not the same team. And Houston has put together such a great program this year, and they're just, scoring all these points, running up the score. They're a great offense, and the defense is solid too. I believe Houston's got this in the bag.
I believe Houston has it too. But Florida State, I feel like they're going to put up a great fight. I just don't think they can just finish it with Houston because Houston has had an excellent season, so I have to go with them.
Even though Houston's record is 12-2-2 against Florida State all time, I feel like Florida State's going to get this win. You can't stop that running back. They got All-American. He's too good.
And thank you. We'll be right back.
MT Sports MKTG Instagram account is to show you highlights and events that you have missed at Mount Tabor High School, or to see yourself on this account. Make sure you follow this account to see yourself or what's going on at Mount Tabor High School.
And here we're back with the College Bowl preview show. We got Tyrese, Jalen, and AJ. Let's start with the first bowl. We got the Sugar Bowl with Oklahoma State and Ole Miss.
I'm taking Ole Miss all the way. We got Chad Kelly. He's had a great season this year, winning that big game with Alabama. So I'm taking Ole Miss this game.
I'm taking OKC. I feel like we got the potential.
Wait. OKC, you mean Ole Miss?
Oklahoma State. I'm taking Oklahoma State. I feel like we have the potential to overcome Ole Miss. I feel like y'all can't stop our offense. We have a lot of players out there that can make plays, get touchdowns, and overall just put some points up on the board. I think it's going to be a shootout.
I don't know what he's talking about, but I'm taking Ole Miss all the way. I mean, they beat Alabama early in the season. I think they got the potential to beat Oklahoma State in this game right here. So yeah, I'm taking Ole Miss.
And then with Ole Miss great receiving core, I'm really feeling strong about Ole Miss.
I'm taking Oklahoma State. I feel like they're the underdogs. Shouldn't sleep on my boys.
All right, and next we got the Alamo Bowl with Oregon and TCU.
This is a hard one. Oregon, they're known for their glamorous uniforms. I just don't know. You have 1,000 different colorways for your uniforms and not one championship. So, but they've had an ugly season. So I'm going to take TCU this game.
I'm definitely going to go TCU also. I feel like Oregon, they don't have the potential to beat TCU. So definitely TCU.
I'm taking TCU also. I don't think Oregon has potential after losing their star quarterback, Marcus Mariota, who's having a horrible season right now in the Titans. But, hey, we can't say that. But, yeah, I'm taking TCU. If it was a uniform matchup, I would think Oregon would win, but it's not. So I'm taking TCU.
And TCU has that great quarterback, who was also a Heisman candidate this year, early in the season.
Not a finalist, just
not a finalist, but he was a candidate beginning of the season.
On that quarterback, he was phenomenal. To have that many rushing yards and you just playing quarterback, I think.
But he's quarterback. He's supposed to throw the ball, not run it.
I know, but still, that's some good yards for a quarterback.
Anyways,
it's good to have a dual threat quarterback.
Yeah.
Don't cut me off again.
Yeah.
Okay, in the Pinstripe Bowl in Yankee Stadium, we got Duke and Indiana.
Duke. Blue Devils, let's go, baby. I'm going for Duke. We don't have a great football program, but I think we can pull over.
This is a hard one.
I won't say y'all don't have a great program. Just last year y'all went 10-2 and lost to Texas A&M in the bowl game. But this is going to be an ugly game. Probably a low-scoring game.
Very low.
I'll go with
maybe -10. It's a very, very bad game. I don't like neither teams.
Why don't you just say 0, Tyrese?
I know.
If I had to, it don't matter.
0.
No,
it don't matter.
Haters shall not prevail.
Oh, shut up.
It's in the Bible.
Anyways, I'll take Duke, I guess, because I don't feel like Indiana can beat Duke.
So you all take Duke?
Yeah, I'll
Duke
take
all the
Duke.
way. Let's go, baby.
I'm not really familiar with Indiana's football program. Did they just get their football coach fired this year?
Horrible.
Maybe.
Not really sure.
Yeah.
All right, and next we got App State and Ohio. Not Ohio State, Ohio in the Camellia Bowl.
App State all the way. They've had a great victorious season this year. Taking App State.
I'm going App State too. It's a good local college. We have a lot of players that went to App State that came to Mount Tabor actually. and I feel like they can pull it over with the dub.
I'm going with Ohio State just because y'all said App State.
First off, we're talking about Ohio.
It's Ohio, not Ohio State.
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
It does.
They all get the picture. Ohio Wildcats, whatever, cats, whatever.
This is the mascot.
The
Don't
Wildcats,
matter.
yes.
I choose Ohio.
Actually.
Ohio.
Okay.
You know Mountaineers, they kill
Oh,
Wildcats.
hey.
Can you
Mountaineers
back
kill Wildcats,
Can you back up with some stats, please?
Can you back up with your breath in my face? Excuse me.
Whoa, okay,
Ohio.
guys. Let's calm it down a little bit.
You lucky we on air.